Hello, everyone, and welcome. Zach here with DeFi Springs, the #1 DeFi consulting service on the blockchain. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Today, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Bitcoin, DeFi, and give an update on Elephant Money. Let's jump in. Let me know in the chat how the audio is, if you would. I'd appreciate it. Also, have you guys checked out this new Chat GPT yet? It's a pretty fun tool if you haven't had a chance to play around with it yet. It's so popular that it's always down now, it seems. It seems like I can't even get a chance to use it. Give me 1 second here. Let's check the audio sounds good. So yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. So audio is solid. Thanks, SK. So great, guys. Thanks for tuning in. So just to give a quick overview of the DeFi market, we'll jump over here to DeFi Llama. We can see that we're still just kind of going sideways since the beginning of kind of the last drop in May. This is still a great news for great sign for DeFi. This is showing that it's retaining liquidity in the space, which is great for projects who are interested in, for people who are interested in earning yield on their blue chip assets, as well as the other cryptocurrencies that they buy. So what's really cool about DeFi Llama, you can see here in the top left, right? Yields are something a lot of people are looking for when they buy cryptocurrency. They want to invest in crypto for the long term. They want to be an investor who want to have the exposure to this asset class. And by holding it in centralized exchanges, we've seen what happens with FTX, Celsius, and there's others that have happened in the past before. But if we check here on the yields here on DeFi Llama, we can see a lot of different providers who offer yield on different blockchains. And like I said, there's millions and millions of dollars here. Total value locked. There's $6 billion on Ethereum, on Lido. Looks like they're farming for the ETH 2.0. They have their ST ETH, right? There's almost 2 billion on Just Lend here. 800 million, 600 million. And at the end of the day, all these people want is that peace of mind and that consistent payout from giving their assets to these yield farm providers. So what's really interesting, like I said, is that there's millions and millions and millions of dollars out there in this space. And a project that I like to support called Elephant Money is a competitor with these platforms. And I personally believe, given my research and due diligence, that it has a strong future when it comes to being a player in this space. If we check out over here on, we can just jump over real quick, check out a couple of news things today. I don't know if you guys saw, this is Tiffany Fong. If you guys don't know, she was just a small reporter, small YouTuber. I believe she was affected by Celsius, and she just started her own kind of investigative journalism on her own. And she wasn't in the crypto space for only 6 or so months, but she had landed an interview with Sam Bankman-Fried. He had contacted her. And so she also was the one who leaked information out following FTX's collapse. She was the one who he was texting to. So I don't know, maybe Sam has some feelings for this girl, but I think it's pretty funny here. She's followed up on this case, and it says that Sam Bankman-Fried's relatives allegedly called Fox Hill Prison last night asking if vegan meals could be delivered to Sam. So who knows if that's true or not. I guess she's quoting Bloomberg here. Funny nonetheless. Talking about, SBF's use with taking stuff and medication. Maybe that was what made him kind of go crazy a little bit. Over here as well, I don't know if you guys checked out Kevin O'Leary's little clip where he tried to put blame on CZ for the whole FTX meltdown. I personally have lost a lot of kind of maybe it was just the whole time, it was just a little bit of a celebrity appeal kind of show. But yeah, seeing his character now in this whole saga, I don't hold him in high esteem as much anymore. That's just some little crypto drama. I like seeing, kind of what's going on when, everything's in flames and chaos, because this is when opportunity exists. right? This is when you want to start dollar cost averaging, right? Bitcoin going to zero. Let's check out ChatGPT if we can. Let's see if we can ask and see if the AI thinks that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is going away. You know, to give the long and the short of it, no, it's not. Like I was just showing over on DeFi Llama, right? We have a large, substantial amount of liquidity that has been captured in this market, and there's a lot of competitors in this space as well. And so at the end of the day, it's going to come down to which, ooh, it looks like it might be back up. Let's get this. Let's go. Yay. Give me those likes in the chat. That way, like the video, not in the chat. Just like the video. That way I can do a lot of push-ups at the end of our stream. What we got here? Cool. Maybe turned up a bit on the mic. Yeah. Okay. I'll try to turn the mic up a little bit. I'll try to talk a little louder into it as well. Special treat. We can get into Chat GPT. This is great. Let's see. Is Bitcoin going to $0? Let's find out. So let's check out what ChatGPT does. It's impossible for me to predict the future value of Bitcoin or any other asset of the value of cryptocurrencies, like any other asset, is determined by supply and demand forces in the market. It is possible that the value of Bitcoin could drop to zero, but it is also possible that it could rise to a much higher value. Ultimately, the future value of Bitcoin will depend on a variety of factors, blah, 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 right? So it's kind of what we expected here. What are use cases for decentralized finance? All right. We can see all of the different kind of use cases that are still up and coming and being developed for decentralized finance. And that's another very interesting point I like to make. A lot of times people like to talk about the roadmap for their project or what the project's going to do in the future. Very few projects are finished and complete today, that they have a working project, a working model today, right? Elephant Money, which we'll jump to in a moment, right? This is a finished crypto project, if you will. It's a already complete financial system that includes an ownership token and a yield token. And this is something that, like I mentioned, isn't seen quite very often in crypto space. A lot of times it's projections and what's to come. However, I'm a big fan of here and now and today. So let's check out what the AI said here. DeFi refers to a suite of financial applications that are built on top of blockchain and decentralized technology. These applications are designed to provide financial services that are open, transparent, and accessible to anyone with an internet connection. Some potential use cases for DeFi include peer-to-peer lending and borrowing, decentralized exchanges, stablecoin, other forms of digital currency, insurance platforms, asset management and investment services, voting governance systems, identity credit scoring systems. Overall, the goal of DeFi is to provide more open, accessible, and secure traditional financial systems. So that, like I said, this is just a robust and multifaceted industry. So I personally think that this is the time to be building your bag of projects that have have made groundwork, have made substantial progress in these areas. So jumping back over now, let's go check out Elephant Money today. Let's see how everything's been going. So going over to Elephant, we can see it's down a little bit. It's been kind of following the trend of BNB. But like I always say, zoom out. And also look at the scale here. Yeah, if I do this, whoa, we're having crazy volatility, right? People who are new to markets, right? Charts can say a lot of things, and if you don't know, I'm not a big trader. I'm actually I advocate for the average investor to not even mess around with trading, because you'll often lose your shirt and you'll often set yourself back years, if not even more time, if you blow up your account. So just stake it till you make it. Accumulating. You don't want to be buying when there's a lot of volatility and there's a lot of news coming out and a lot of bull market kind of excitement and emotion. You want to be buying and averaging in when it is quiet, right? When it's not the talk of the town. Right now, with the drama of the crypto world, like I said, it just gives you more kind of signaling that this is the time to be averaging in. So don't miss out on that. So like I said, we're just kind of arranging this last 2 months. Not much going on. I really think that whenever we find when Bitcoin finds a reversal, a floor, something like that, we'll start to see kind of all the other tokens in the market kind of move on with that. So very bullish for Elephant Money here. Let's check what's going on in the farms real quick. If you guys don't know, Elephant Money released farms. This is the best place with the highest interest rates on blue chip assets. I've tried many different lending platforms, many different yield farms, and ultimately they, one, have impermanent loss. So oftentimes you're stuck in a position trying to just break even, and you don't have that luxury of knowing that, hey, I'm making a profit, day by day, because the volatility, you're still like kind of up in the air. Whereas here on Elephant Farms, if you click here, Farmers Farm Blue Chips, you can see here, let's get it connected for a moment. You'll see here we have the highest APRs in the industry, so 30%, and you get no impermanent loss and no lockup or tax fees. This is huge, 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 very rare to see. So I'm a big fan of these. I could see this attracting multi-millions of dollars going forward. Just taking a quick peek over at Venus. Let's see, BSC. Venus Protocol is a borrowing and lending platform and also a yield farming platform on the Binance Smart Chain. I think as the word gets out more and more, and as Elephant gets the recognition of being one of the top WBNB holders on the Binance Smart Chain, WBNB, we'll see a lot more liquidity start to move over as the word gets out, as people have experience, people dip their toes in, right? Showing number 9 here on BSC scan in terms of all of the Binance Smart Chain. But I saw the other, where was that? The Pancake Swap liquidity as well. Pancake Swap. You can check out what the Elephant token stats are there. It's always good to have multiple sources to go check. I see all of these as different tools, encyclopedias, almanacs, right? These are all just different resources to find truth, right? Because, right, there's no one source where you should rely on your truth. You should try to go and build a understanding with as much data as you can. Do the 80-20 principle, right? 80% of the data is what matters. A lot of people get mixed up in the weeds and they spend too much time, right? You need to find, where's their, we'll go over this a little bit later, but kind of the 4 things I look for in a project. Need, number 1, the team or the developer, so experience. Number 2, the community. Number 3, the tokenomics. And number 4, the use case, right? Those are the 4 things I look for when I'm looking for new projects. So it's very important, like I was saying, that you have all 4 of those factors. And like I was saying, the more you can survive and build a reputation, the easier your sustainability and the easier your kind of competitive advantage will be in the market. Let's see how to check out liquidity over here. Might be a little, let's see, farm pools. We'll check out here. I think we can see some of the Elephant liquidity here on Pancake Swap. If he wants to work with us, earn pools. Let's see. How's everyone doing today? Let's see. I got some questions here. Thanks for the support, Thomas Nye. SK, you demand. Thanks for supporting. What are your thoughts on Depot's liquid trunk being used to get into Stampede? Liquid trunk raises the trunk treasury, which increases the raffle prize amount. Yeah, SK, I saw you mention that in the chat. I think this is another great way to, if you want to cycle your BSD through the Elephant Money ecosystem and try to do the most good for it. I think that's a very positive way to go about taking fresh BUSD, depositing it in to the Farmers Depot. If you guys don't know, This is the Farmers Depot here on the Farm Blue Chips. Select Depot here, and you can see where you can deposit trunk. In this particular account, I don't have any. I do have a position for the Farmers Depot on my other account. What I'm personally doing there is letting it build up, and I intend just to stake it in the liquid staking. And like you mentioned, I'm trying to gather enough trunk, so especially right now in bear market days, this is a time you could snipe for quite a low amount of funds and get almost double it. So you could right now we'll check out the lottery real quick. Great question though. Keep them coming. I appreciate all the support, everyone. Give me a like. Please like the stream. That will help me do some push-ups at the end, make some gains in the bear market. Appreciate all you guys coming by. Let's see. I got a lot of great stuff coming. Please leave some ideas down below. I want to, work with you guys and, try to help out what questions you have about elephant money. Also just what the wisdom you need to have to be successful in DeFi and successful in cryptocurrency. Because ultimately, as you go through your experience in the crypto industry, I think you'll find that if you can avoid certain hurdles, right, you can save yourself a lot of time and money, and also be in the group of winners who actually have positive stories about crypto, and not be in the camp where people have horror stories at the worst case, and at the best case, right, they just said, oh, I tried crypto out, it wasn't for me, that kind of thing. If you want to be, cross that line of, oh, actually crypto is crazy and this is actually a life-changing, kind of opportunity, then like, follow, subscribe, because that's what I'm here for. I want to try to, like I said, bridge that gap of people who have a negative experience with crypto and help them understand that there's actually a lot of opportunity in the space. So looking back over here, let's check out the raffle. If we go over here to, where do we go here? It's just a little account. I got quick little note before we check out the raffle. So over here in my Stampede Perpetual Bonds, I personally am not rolling or claiming, because if you did not know, if you let your rewards sit in the rewards box, not claimed or not rolled, right, they will scale with the APR and with the peg of trunk. So as trunk climbs back to $1, right, and the APR goes from 50 to 60 to 70 to 80, right, it will retroactively take the trunk that was in your rewards and scale them as well. So it would be as if you were earning that high APR the entire time. So I personally don't need these funds right now in this account, so I'm personally letting them build up and scale for that purpose to, like I mentioned, let it have it retroactively scale. I think this is a higher risk, higher reward strategy, but I personally believe in the next 12 months that trunk will be at a higher price than it is today. And I think that the APR will, beat a rolling or claiming rolling strategy. So we'll see in a few months. Kind of going down though, that's what's going on with my Stampede here. Got a couple of trunk here in my liquid staking. If I scroll down here to the raffle, like kind of what SK was mentioning in the chat, SK was mentioning, right, if we build up your trunk right now, either in staking or using the depot or using farming, right, really try to build up a large reserve. Right now, right, the max deposit is 2.7 thousand trunk. So if I was to either, use peanuts and put 2,700 trunk worth of BUSD, which right now divide by 4, so that's what, 900, 9 times 4 is 36, so 800, so 700, yeah, about 700 BUSD, right? If I use that, or a combination of that and my saved up rewards, right, I could potentially snipe this max deposit and get the prize of 2.4 thousand trunk. So this would be almost like a easy 100% gain. So it's pretty crazy, man. When you really think about the opportunities that exist right now for trunk and even the elephant token, I get very excited to think about, I need to get a second, third, fourth, fifth side hustle and job because, like I said, you know, these are the few moments in time where this is where you want to be going in, right? When everything's fearful and everything is kind of, people just have a short-sighted view of the current situation. This is the time when, like I said, massive money can be made because by dollar cost averaging and building up your bag here, right, $50, $100, $50, $20, all that adds up into in a position where it can be life-changing money. Anything else here that I can check out real quick? Any other questions or comments? I won't take up too much time of your day. I appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll be doing these daily, try to get more message out about elephant money, try to get some more people in who maybe have never used the protocol. And yeah, I'm here to help you guys out. Any questions you guys have, please let them hear. Go ahead, like and comment. We got 9 likes in the chat. I'm pushing to get my 100 billion elephant tokens. Yeah, DJ Geno. Yeah, man, that would be a phenomenal amount to get. Just talking a little bit, I'm gonna talk about a little bit the elephant token. So, like I was mentioning before, I've been in cryptocurrency almost 9 years now, and throughout my kind of adventures, both good and bad, a lot of success, a lot of big failures, right? I've really tried, throughout all of my experiences, right, is trying to make, smart, sustainable investments for the future. Despite this space being, very new, it's not quite new, right? Bitcoin is 12 years old, 13 years old, right? Plus now, 2022. So like people like to use this narrative, like this space is, brand spanking new. It came out last week, but it's really not, right? There's a lot of, reoccurring themes, and there's been a lot of progress made when it comes to figuring out how to make a sustainable token. There's been a lot of work done because there's been so many projects, both good and bad, a lot of experiments with, these digital currencies. And throughout that time, I really haven't come across a token with such strong fundamentals and strong tokenomics that are for the actual owner, the user of the platform or the owner of the token, right? Oftentimes doesn't have this kind of, perks. I don't know what you want to call it, the characteristics that tokens can have, right? I haven't found one that is as straightforward in terms of the value that the platform, that the software is, the value that it creates, right? Here in cryptocurrency and in DeFi, we're investing in different financial services and financial programs. I haven't come across one that's as favorable to the holder of the token as Elephant Money. And I think going forward, we'll see a lot more clones and copycats where, these other projects try to mimic just how much value is going back to the token holders. And like I was saying, right, the amount of BNB this contract has been eating up, even during these downtimes, during this bear market. If we're checking over here on number 9, if I click here, right, contract, analytics, it's just incredible, right? This is the whole appeal as well, why we need to be greedy right now when everyone's fearful, right? If we can really shove as much BNB, we just keep pushing Bertha full of peanuts, keep pushing BNB into the contracts, into liquidity pools. The liquidity pools getting deeper and deeper and deeper, right? The curve that Bailey has shown us in EMH, right? It keeps getting deeper and wider, and Bertha keeps going up and up. It just makes just so much sense, and it has root in like the over collateralization aspect of it, has a root in prosperity banking, right? It's not just fiat, it's not based off a non-backed asset, right? We're seeing here, look at this chart. It's insane. Very few projects can acquire liquidity and hold on to it, like actually, grab, digital currencies, whatever their liquidity pools may be, and actually be able to hold on to it even in these dire times when it comes to being a community-driven project, being a non-backed, a non-large company, non-large organization, right? This is all driven by, individuals like us who are getting into cryptocurrency to build wealth and prosperity. Sorry, I'll check out the chat. Sorry, I'm going my little rant here, but I'm just, like I said, I've studied a lot of different tokens, and this is why I'm very bullish, because as we can continue to fill BNB into the contract, right, all the elephant token holders, they're going to be a very happy group of people. Let's see. You're doing a great job, bud. Thank you for your hard work. I'm new to crypto overall, but so many DeFi projects smell like Ponzi-nomics. Elephant is just different. 100% DJ Geno. Yep. I'll talk about that a little bit in a moment. There was an EM clone called Spear Finance or something, and it flopped. Can't clone liquidity and community. Exactly. Funny story. Oh my gosh, I got a quick funny story. If you guys like stories too, let me know. I've got a ton of stories I want to make of my adventures in crypto, but this is a true story. I always want to keep it 100 and true. I was in, there's a sauna, like a Korean, like hot sauna and baths near my house in my town. And I was there one day, and you know how, I don't know, maybe I'm just that crypto guy. Maybe you guys are of your friend group, or you're in training. But I I was chilling in the sauna, just a bunch of dudes just naked, got your towel over you, just hanging out, and just we're talking about whatever, sports, this, that. And I promise you, I try to be that guy who's just hanging out, like, I don't, I do other stuff. I'm not a crypto guy 100%. I'm not that kind of guy to bring it up like that, but it always comes up somehow. Anyway, if you know, you know. But anyway, hanging out in the sauna, this guy brings up Sphere Finance. He brings up Sphere. We're talking about crypto, and most people, they maybe have had Bitcoin or tried to, buy something, like on Robinhood, or maybe they have Dogecoin or something like that. But anyway, this guy, he's like, oh, I've been getting crushed. And I was like, really? And then he was telling me like all the ohm forks he had been in and just gotten rugged left, right, and center. And he's like, but I'm excited about this one called Spear Finance. And he started to describe it to me. And this is when I was already into Elephant Money. And I was like, oh, wow, that sounds really similar to this other protocol that I'm actually a big fan of. And we just started talking. But he was very happy that, he was like, this is going to be the one that blah, 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 that I'm going to make it back, that kind of energy. But anyway, who was it? Life Changing Crypto mentions, right? You can't clone success without the work that is required to back it. So like you mentioned, the community, the liquidity, the actual support, right? There can be a lot of hype can be generated, but that's not sustainable, right? It's like what's that quote about? You can, be a flame, or, burn long or burn out in a flash, whatever that is talking about. But when it comes to us building wealth long term, right? We're not traders. We're not here to do 100x leverage. Like I said, I could take my $1,000, my $10,000, put 100x leverage, and be like, okay, I'm gonna make $1 million or not, and close my eyes. But we all know that's foolish, right? We don't want to do that with our finances, especially not with, like I said, these things we're trying to build for long-term passive income. But anyway, to wrap that story up, I was in a sauna, and that's when a guy told me about Sphere Finance, and I was like, that sounds oddly familiar. And then, like you mentioned, the outcome and fate it had. And just like I said, you need to have those 4 ingredients: the actual expertise, people who can actually pull off what they're saying they're going to pull off, right? The community, because it's going to take a village, right? It takes an army, it takes a herd. Let's go herd. Shout out to Elephant Money, right? And then number 3, right? Tokenomics. It doesn't matter if you're a genius team. There's so many genius. Think how many people who think they're so smart and get into crypto and get absolutely wrecked. That's also something that, is like makes me laugh or brings a smile to my face when people's hubris. Look at Sam Bankman-Fried, right? When hubris comes in here and gets taken down, right? Because this is a very hyper competitive market. So, I'm going a little rant here. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Spear was a total disaster. They sounded so confident. Exactly, Thomas. All over the place here. But right, when it comes to sustainability and long-term success, you need, like I said, those 4 ingredients. Because it doesn't matter. Oh, that's what I was getting at. It makes a smile when people have such a big ego and like huge pride and think they can come in and be a trader, or like I was saying, start a new project, make a clone. Oh, we're this and that. Look at our LinkedIn page, man. These guys are clowns, man. And like I said, if you're new to crypto, you'll fall for that. Like me, I'm a guy in a suit, right? But I'm just here to give good information. But people will, think that I'm spreading the gospel. So it's very important to have, you need to be able to look under the hood, have that discernment, look into what is the, what is the tokenomics. So that's kind of what I was getting under the hood, right? What is the actual value proposition that this cryptocurrency is attempting to present? And the fourth, like I said, is use case, because like I said, there's so many projects, little rag on Cardano right now, but has smart leadership, has a lot of community, and has a lot of people with liquidity in the project. Tokenomics are so, but there's no use case for it yet. However, with those three ingredients, it's still able to be a top 10 project. So like I said, if you have all four, then you just, like I said, you have actual utility, then you set yourself in a class above. So anyway, a little rant about that. But any questions you guys have? Elephant Money is hey, appreciate it, SK, rocking the suit swag, son. That's right, man. I'm dressed to impress, dress for success, right? This is a important thing that I think that needs to be when it comes to presenting these really fine and quality opportunities. But I just wanted to show here real quick as well with Venus. Let's see if it'll show us how much liquidity is on markets. Right, I think these right here, that's their treasury, total supply. So let's see. Yeah, I've got millions here in different liquidity: USDC, USDT, even UST. That's funny. Or they still have this pool here. So anyway, yeah, man, I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. Any other questions I can take from you guys, or any other thoughts or questions? I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and I'll get to my push-ups. I'll wrap this up here. It's been about 30 minutes. And without that, I'll try to check you guys tomorrow. What time is a good time for you guys? Let me know that in the chat as well. I'm going to try to maybe do it earlier. I'm thinking maybe 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe try to take that kind of morning drive, maybe 7 a.m. if people like that even better. I think, there's a lot of opportunity for people who enjoy kind of getting their news or podcasts, right? Like maybe trying to do more stuff with that with Elephant Money. People who want to listen to what's going on in the morning and also discuss what's going on in DeFi. So lots of cool stuff coming up. I hope to do some more things like podcasts with Giadamas, Fly in DeFi, SK Crypto. I want to collab with some people. I've got my friend Ben, who's into Hex. I want to learn more about Hex and share with him kind of how our liquidity works and get some more understanding of how their liquidity works and kind of what he sees in their current terms. And I just want to be able to like make a vibrant DeFi community where we're getting the truth, the answers, the no BS. That I'm really just trying to build a platform that can not be just the same old, shill the newest coin, put the newest thing out. I want to just bring the wisdom and my successes and my failures out to people, so hopefully they can learn from them as well. All right, let's do some push-ups. With that, enough said with that. Let's get it. Let's see what we got here. We got 11 likes. I'm gonna like it too, so let's make it 12. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Oh shit. Make some gains in the bear market. All right, here we go. 12 push-ups. Tune in tomorrow, everyone. There we go. Appreciate it. Hey, dude, I'll go with my fingertips just for one. 13. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'll catch you tomorrow. See you guys.
Initializing startup sequence. Loading. Loading. Loading.